Hi guys, good afternoon. I'm Lauren Mathis. I graduated from UGA last May in 2020, which is probably all of our favorite years, if not definitely mine. I just want to congratulate you guys for about to graduate. I know there's a lot of nerves and tension knowing that going into an industry that maybe you haven't had an internship due to last summer being closed off. I just want to encourage you guys that it is okay. There are plenty of people that don't have a lick of knowledge of insurance that are in the insurance industry, and you are going to be fine. There are going to be jobs. There are going to be so many people that understand your situation and are going to want to help you. So if you still are looking for a job or you're unsure of what your future is going to hold, I just want to encourage you that you are not alone and there are people that are going to help you. So with that, kind of take a deep breath and know that, even after having a degree from UGA, you don't have to know everything, and you won't, and you'll learn things every single day, just like I have. So I graduated in May of 2020, and knowing that the world was so different than what I had expected. I didn't get to go to graduation. I had big summer plans after I was going to graduate. That didn't happen. The only thing that did happen last summer was I did get married, and my husband, we met in high school, but he went to UGA as well. And he works for Ernst & Young as an auditor doing accounting. So I just want to congratulate you guys that we picked the right major and doing insurance. He's currently doing his busy season, and it's been a lot of work. He's up late nights, and it's just there's definitely some hard crunch times and deadlines with 4-1 and 7-1 and 1-1, like in the insurance industry, but definitely nothing like an audit deadline that I've seen so far. So good job for us for picking the right thing. So after getting married, I started at Aon, and that was in September. And it has been, first off, nothing like I expected. I've been working virtually. And as you can see, I'm in my cute little studio apartment in Virginia Highlands. And I love living here. I can't say that I love working here. My husband, Ross, he also works virtually right now. And so we are both at home. So that's been a little difficult, just being on the phone at the same time, trying not to walk behind their videos. And it's been interesting for sure, but we're making the most of it. It sure beats some Buckhead, Atlanta traffic. So, hey, I'm okay for that for now. But I have been learning so much more virtually. So if anyone knows that they're going to be starting their jobs remotely, or maybe it's a permanent virtual position, I don't know if any of that has been decided yet, but I want to encourage you that you can do it. It's been since September basically that I started, and I feel like I've learned a lot more being virtual than if I was maybe honestly in the office. I've had to learn and work so much more on my own, which is fine. But I feel like once you go through classes and projects, you always have people around you that can kind of be someone to lean on or ask questions. And while I do have a team that I love, that I can definitely ask questions and have their support, I've had to work on a lot of things. Just, hey, Lauren, go figure it out. And I always like to do things right the first time, just being a type A perfectionist. And that's just not how it works. And it's okay to make mistakes. That's definitely something I've learned. Definitely I've had to learn to own up to all of my mistakes and just make sure that I don't make the same one again. So that's been something, working on myself and being more independent of a person, of an employee. I think I've really grown professionally in that sense. I also think that being in the virtual world, you have to pick up the phone. And I know that Cecil has told you guys to pick up the phone and call people because emails, especially right now during COVID, they don't cut it. I've had email conversations back and forth, and I don't know what the person looks like. I don't know how many years experience they have. I don't know anything about them if I've never met them before. And it so helps the conversation go if you just pick up the phone and call them. And even if they don't answer on the first or second try, just because they don't have your number saved, hey, you just leave a voicemail and they'll call you back. And I think that has really helped me, just being able to meet underwriters by picking up the phone. And also with that, there's a lot of information that I have to do that requires, like, I need an endorsement issued as soon as possible. So I'm calling up underwriters saying, hey, is there any way we can get this done in a day? Like, it was a rush thing for a client. Usually doesn't happen like this, but I've been on some unique experiences and circumstances recently where everything seems like a rush. So it's been nice that I've developed those relationships with the underwriters so that I can kind of help out the client services team. So after all of that, so I work as an associate property broker. So if anyone is thinking about doing property, I highly recommend. It's been very fun. I did 2 internships. I interned at Zurich under their property team in Atlanta. And then I also interned at Aon in Atlanta, and that was more of a rotational role. I guess that was now 2 summers ago in 2019. So I accepted Aon in December of 2019 and then started in September of 2020, and it's been a lot, but it's been good. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. There's been some tears here, and I know that that's not probably the best thing, but it's hard adjusting. There's no way around it. Maybe you don't know the team and the people you're working with. It's hard to understand what people mean over email and their emphasis. So again, that's why you need to call and make video chats with these people so you actually get to know them, especially if you've never met them before. Some of the things that I do in my job is issuing endorsements. I do a lot of the billing for our clients. And I honestly hate billing. It's not been one of my favorite things, but I had one of my teammates reach out to me when I was just confused and getting some things wrong. And he said, enjoy the tough stuff, learn, and you are lucky. And those 3 words I'm looking at right now, like, I have them posted on my monitor for every single day. I look at those. Enjoy the tough stuff, learn, you are lucky. And I really think that having that positive mindset, even when I'm doing something that's kind of the lowest of the low, kind of like beginner work, I'm learning a lot from it, even if I don't realize it during the actual assignment, I guess. So I encourage you, like, it's not all going to be the most exciting, fun work that you've ever seen in your life, but you are going to learn so much, and you are so lucky to have these opportunities. So just to have that reminder, like, it's really been helping me. I would say another thing, Aon and Willis Towers Watson are maybe merging, hopefully. So that's also been a different kind of adjustment, just going through some of those calls and figuring out how our office and how our one Aon United is going to kind of function in the next coming years. So that's also been a different adjustment that I've just been thrown with at the beginning of my career, but not many people can say that they've worked virtually their entire career and are going through a merger all at the same time. So, it has been a resume builder, if you want to think of it that way. But I just want to encourage you guys that you guys are obviously on the right path, especially being with Cecil and having his wisdom and insight from the other speakers that you guys have had all semester. I just know that there's a lot of bright futures out there. I encourage you guys to work on your emotional intelligence in the time being before you start your careers. That's something I've had to work on. I'm trying to calm down on getting my emotions in the way and just figuring out and taking step by step on what needs to get done and not getting my feelings hurt when I don't do something the right way. I also recommend start your CPCU journey. If you haven't already, get started. I started and did 2 tests over the summer before I started my job during COVID. I was like, I have nothing else to do, might as well do it. I highly, highly recommend that. I now only have 3 tests left out of 9. So I'm hoping to get that as soon as possible, but definitely work on your continuing education, call up your network, and just be excited because the insurance industry is all about relationships. It's a bunch of great people, and even working virtually isn't ideal, but there are some positives, and I can't wait to talk to you guys further. So thank you, and I will see you guys soon.